Welcome back to 80scomics.com. Dystopian Future Week continues with Visionaries, issue number 2 from January of 1988. Visionaries, Scream of the Skyclaw. How does this fit into Dystopian Future Week? Let me show you the balance of power. Prysmos used to be a fantastic planet with incredible machines and computers, but then science was destroyed in favor of magic. When the age of science ended, the world as we knew it ended as well. Now we live in an age of magic, a time of wonder, the dawn of a new beginning. So like basically today. If by magic you mean sheer stupidity. And a new beginning, you mean rum cocktails. Let's take a quick trip back to Visionaries issue number 1 from November 1987. A great comic book. And by the way, you don't even want to try to tackle number 2 until you've read number 1. It's a fairly complicated plot for a series of 1980s toys. A short-lived series, but here's the planet, Prysmos or whatever. Technology, computers. But then magic takes over, and all of the machines are destroyed, and people get super magic powers. We'll flip to the end here. All right, here's Mercon, who gives all of these weirdos powers, like eagle power, cheetah power, beetle power, and then he gives them plastic staffs. I never actually had any Visionaries. But they had these little staffs. So we got dolphin power, shark power. What is that thing? Is that an armadillo? Yes, armadillo. I want armadillo power. Very underrated animal, the armadillo. Anyway, they had these neat little staffs. The figures looked kind of cool, but this was like late 80s, like the last gasp of the glory days of plastic toys from the 80s, turned into comics and cartoons and stuff. You had Visionaries, Air Raiders, Sectars. None of them really gained the popularity of Transformers and G.I. Joe, but this was that time when video games were taken over with the NES. Decay, destruction, fear, 8-bit power. Considering that Visionaries is like a second-tier toy from the 80s, this is a really good comic book with top-shelf talent. Mark Bagley does the pencils, and I really admired his work on The New Warriors. He's really good, and this is a great comic book from the visual standpoint. The panels are really rich with detail, very well drawn. The coloring's really good, the inking's good. Everything about the comic book is pretty good. The writing's even sufficiently corny and ridiculous enough to be thoroughly entertaining, even if you have no interest at all in the Visionaries. I suspect you have no interest at all in the Visionaries. It's just a funny read. It's kind of fun. There's like too many characters to follow, and they all kind of look the same. So in that respect, it's very similar to Air Raiders. But the dialogue's just a lot of fun. There's a great line over here. There's these two factions of visionary idiots, and there's the good guys and the bad guys, obviously, because there's two sides to every Schwartz. I'll stand with you, Darkstorm. I've no patience for weakness, and Leorig's mewling pleas for peace make my stomach turn. I don't know what power I possess, but when I do, I want to use it to crush, not create. What good is a scientist in a world of magic? I swear I heard that in a press conference just the other day. About as much use as an extra nose. Now that's ridiculous. Because if you had 2 noses, you could smell in stereo. I've been waiting all day to drop that one. Look, it's the Skyclaw. Run out to Toys R Us and buy 2 or 3 of them before the Visionaries go out of business or stop, whatever. The Skyclaw. The Visionaries toys had these like little holograms or something on this. I don't remember. Never had any of these things. Anyway, the bad guys are very excited about this Skyclaw thing because the world of science no longer exists. Machines don't work. And there's no more flying vehicles until this super magic whatever reactivates this thing. And now the Skyclaw is flying again with the little Visionary symbol in the wing. Maybe you could find these at KB Toys. Trying to think of all the old 1980s toy stores. There was Children's Palace. That was another one. All right, the main guy is Darkstorm. All right, Darkstorm. If you're a bad guy, you got to have a cool name like Darkstorm. It's a legit bad guy name. This guy, that's Mortdred. All right, Mortdred is very important. He's a key player in this issue of Visionaries because Mortdred is Darkstorm's most loyal servant, but he's kind of an idiot. He takes the Sky Claw, he attacks the good Visionaries, he blows up a bunch of stuff, but then the Visionaries, who are still discovering their powers, manage to shoot this thing down, but then the bad guys attack. And this ad actually caught my attention because I got to be honest, I did not realize there was a Silverhawks comic book, so somebody's got some shopping to do for their dollar comics. I don't know how many more Visionaries comics they made. I've only got issues 1 and 2. I know I've seen 3 and 4 up on eBay, so I feel like I need to see where this goes because Mortdred, who fails spectacularly, is just kind of a hapless loser. I mean, he's like, I was only trying to help. Like, it's just not fair. You should be whining on Twitter, not sulking in your dungeon, idiot. Visionaries issue number 2 is highly recommended because this is a lot of fun. Whether you're into the toys or not, I really enjoyed this one. And the first issue is really good too. I think I reviewed that like 10 years ago, so you have to hunt that one down. But if you're looking for something different, something wacky, with really good artwork, terrifying advertisements like that one, Visionaries, highly recommended by 80s Comics. Knights of the Magical Light. Don't believe in science. Science is dumb, but plastic staffs that make laser people, that's super cool.